You're gonna get some Rasta pasta. You're gonna get some surf and turf. Very seldom do. Oh, this cookie looks crazy. It was the kiss that kind of like steals your soul a little bit. I don't start until 2025.
Yeah, banana pudding and chocolate chip.
Get it ready, get it ready, get it ready.
Ooh, make me feel warm.
So I'm with that too. He said, say it, and I said to you.
Community was all they had.
Tomorrow. Ooh. Good afternoon, you guys. Today is Monday, October 30th, and we are on Vlogtober, whatever. And this segment of the daily vlog is brought to you by two things, Delusion and Keith Lee. We're going to start with Keith Lee. So if you don't know who Keith Lee is a food TikToker. When I first came across Keith Lee on my For You page, his wife was pregnant. I forget her name. Ooh, I forget Keith Lee's wife's name. Mind you, she's her own person. Ronnie, I think is her name. Let me make sure though. Yeah, Ronnie. So when I first seen Keith Lee, he was running errands for her because she was pregnant at the time. So he would show what he's getting her, whether it's food or groceries, go back and show her reaction. And then somehow he transitioned to becoming a food critic. Food critics on social media have been around since the dawn of time. I believe there are no credentials necessary in order to critique food because one, you're an individual, so your taste buds are not the same as my taste buds. Two, there's free will. So you either have the choice to go and take my suggestion or don't go and take my suggestion. So one thing that Keith Lee does is that he gives the normal. You know, he's using his iPhone. At first, he was definitely in like a Paw Patrol chair. He does a lot of zoom ins and he puts God first. He puts God first and his family first. So I don't know how, because at first he was reviewing like small TikTok or food trucks and stuff like that. But then, because I think he's based out in Vegas, and then he blew up. He did. He has millions of followers on TikTok now. He was just recently at the BET Awards for his birthday. His wife, Ronnie, surprised him with the new Genesis whip. Beautiful. I have nothing against this man. From the outside looking in, because we don't know these people personally, I have nothing against this man. This man never hesitates to say God is amazing. This man never hesitates to say this is my opinion. If you would like to try it and form your opinion, please go here. And then he never hesitates to say, hey, I don't want you guys to badmouth these people because I had this experience. You go and experience it yourself. So after, him doing this TikTok thing for a while, he's now he has enough support to do a nationwide food tour. He is asking people in the cities, in the states that he goes to recommend food places for him to go and review. So he was just in New Orleans, I believe. Then he was in Chicago, and now he is in Atlanta. Atlanta is known for poor customer service. And you guys know, you choppers know, you women know that I don't bleep, bleep, bleep with poor customer service. So after the pandemic, I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. I already know I'm like 5 minutes in. When the pandemic hit and it was fresh, and then as it proceeded, people in the service industry started to realize that there were easier ways to make the money that they're making plus some, and it involves staying at home. And so because of this, because of the pandemic, the service industry took a huge hit. That's number one. Number two, inflation. Inflation has come and it is it has a lot of people in the chokehold. And because inflation has raised the prices on grocery and produce and meat, these restaurants have to follow suit. So when the groceries and the import and everything is taxed and it's inflated, that means the prices of the food are now taxed and inflated. And now, because the service industry is limited on the amount of workers there, restaurants are starting to add gratuity, automatic gratuity, and other service fees on top of the receipt and the overpriced food that has just been increased due to inflation. So we have poor customer service due to lack of service industry workers. Then we have expensive prices plus gratuity plus added fees and taxes, right? So you put all of those things together with already having poor customer service prior to the pandemic onto Atlanta, Georgia. Then you place Keith Lee, a God-fearing man with his family, coming to do food tours in Atlanta. An absolute mess. 2 restaurants come to mind. Old Lady Gang in Atlanta, and then we have The Real Milk and Honey in Atlanta. And so The Real Milk and Honey, he reviewed them, and they didn't like the review.
Me and my family are in Atlanta, and currently we are at The Real Milk and Honey. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands. We are at The Real Milk and Honey on Main Street in College Park. Before we came, we attempted to call our order in. We were greeted with an automatic message that said they do not take call-in orders. The automatic message said the only way you can do pickup is through DoorDash. We went through DoorDash, they was closed. But online, it said they closed at 5 o'clock. We went on DoorDash at 4 o'clock. But we were already here, so we just went inside. I stayed in the car and my family went in, and they told them they were closed early for deep cleaning. Yet the door is wide open and it's people still going in and grabbing their orders. Now we have no idea if those people ordered beforehand or what the case is. Also, the people who relayed this message, my family said were really nice. It's just the rules. And so far being in Atlanta, I found some places do have unique rules, and this is one of them. I want to be very clear, we're not blaming one person or saying one person was rude. In plain terms, don't call this restaurant trying to get nobody fired. Ain't nobody do nothing. This is just the rules they had. If you don't like their rules not for you. And for me and my family, the rules just went for us. We just not their target audience. For the record, afterwards, I did walk in and they did recognize me and they attended the services, but I respectfully declined. I'm a normal person. I pay for my food like everybody else. I walk in spots like everybody else. We are all normal people. Respectfully, if you're not going to do it then, don't do it now.
They put out a response to his review, basically with a skit, and there was a man in the middle of the couch with 2 girls, and one of the girls was like, "Hey, did you see this review with Keith Lee?" And the man in the middle goes, "Who's Keith Lee?" And the girl at the end is like, "You don't know who Keith Lee is?"
Did you see this Keith Lee video about the Real Milk and Honey?
And who is this Keith Lee?
Daddy, you don't know Keith Lee? Yeah.
No.
Even if you don't have TikTok, if you're on the internet, you know who Keith Lee is. Keith Lee has over 14 million TikTok followers. You know who Keith Lee is. You know who Keith Lee is, because had he had a great review for you all, you definitely would have known who that man was. So people were showing, I don't know if this was Old Lady Gang or it was The Real Milk and Honey, but people were showing videos of Keith Lee outside saying that y'all are not going to favor me because y'all know who I am when I see people in their cars here and here that have been waiting prior to me coming. You serve them, and then I'll come in and I'll eat with you all. And they were like, no. So he left. He dipped. And so somebody from the Milk and Honey management team, I don't know if this has been confirmed or not, but somebody from the Milk and Honey management team responded to one of his videos and said, y'all are going to take the opinion of an autistic person. I don't recall when disabilities became insults, number 1. Number 2, him being, even if it comes out that he is in fact autistic, him being autistic doesn't take away from the fact that your customer service is poor. He didn't leave with any food because your customer service is ass, and you need to fix it. And then I seen another tweet that was like, I love Keith Lee, however, he's tearing down Black-owned businesses, and we as a society shouldn't just be agreeing with everything that's been put out. I am so confused when God came down and said, I don't want anybody to have free will anymore. I don't recall. And this is third world countries aside, because there's a war, no, excuse me, there's an ethnic cleansing going on, there's a genocide going on, and that is an exclusion because their free will has been taken away. However, we're not talking about that. What I'm talking about is Keith Lee constantly and consistently states that these are his opinions and his opinions only. If you want to, please go and review it for yourself. One, I've never in my life of living seen a food critic outside of those who are legit food critics. I'm talking about social media foodies need certifications and degrees in order to critique food. Number 3, Black-owned businesses are not above reproach. There should be no reason that you're saying, but there are Black-owned businesses. I don't. If anything, they should be held to a higher standard because they are in fact Black-owned businesses. We should not be giving nobody no damn leeway because they Black-owned. And to be honest, and to be completely and utterly frank, sometimes when I hear it's a Black-owned business, I'm not moved. I'm like, well, if we gonna go, get it ready. Because you're going to get something with grits, whether it's shrimp or catfish. You're going to get some oxtails. You're going to get some Rasta pasta. You're going to get some surf and turf. You're going to get some food. I love all of those things. You're going to get some food that you like, in theory, until it comes and you're waiting an hour and 20 minutes for your food. You have yet to see your waiter again after she set down your water and you're trying to order some cocktails and some apps. When you do get her, she say she busy. Then she come back and say, oh, she forgot. Then your food is cold. And then they're adding 20% gratuity on all parties, regardless of the size. They're adding a service fee. They're adding a sitting fee. And you want me to be like, oh, no, I'm not going to critique it too bad. It's a Black-owned business. You and your father are both mad. He's singing. Very, very stupid if you think that I'll be doing that. And it just goes to show that Black people at their root have the crab mentality. They refuse to see one man with all that power. Mind you, it's just food. It's just food, reviewing the food, reviewing his experience, and loving his family. That's it. But because he's going after your fish and grits, and your lobster Rasta, it's, oh, he's tearing down Black-owned businesses. Oh, we should not take his opinion very seriously. I don't think I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up, y'all. Hold on, I have to read it verbatim because it threw me. She said, I love Keith down, but people have a right to also critique him or question his background. I don't know where we are headed as a society, but it isn't a good place if we are expecting everyone to just go with whatever is being presented to us. This was in regards to Keith Lee. Not in regards to the trash-ass restaurants, but in regards to Keith Lee. You're seeing a 5'6" man with his wife and kids, and you're saying, I don't know where we're headed as a society, but I don't think that we should trust what Keith Lee is putting in front of us. Keith Lee, one man, 8 billion people in this world, and you're telling me you don't know where we're headed as a society because this man is critiquing Black-owned restaurants in Atlanta, Georgia? And then another young woman, or excuse me, because by the roots of her hair, she's not young. She says, fuck Keith Lee. You can screenshot this to him if you'd like. I do not understand how this shit person feels it's his mission to go around bad-mouthing Black-owned businesses. Who hurt him? I am shook. And that's why I said I don't want to call it young, because the roots are telling me that she's not that young. It blows me. Like, all of this energy it's like when you find your man cheating and you go after the girl he's cheating with rather than the man. Like, why are you not going to the root of the issue? You hear me? It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. And Keith Lee, and the thing is, I would understand if Keith Lee was being vindictive, negative, condescending, nasty, rude. Because, you know, you meet that energy where it's at. However, he's not even doing that. He's remaining as neutral as possible. He's literally detailing his experience and leaving it at that. And y'all are doing this? You don't think that's stupid? You don't want change to occur because once they're called out and they lose business or see any type of consequence, hopefully that will get them the necessary fire under their ass to change. Correct? Am I not mistaken? That way when you go in, you're not waiting an hour and a half. You're actually getting somebody on the phone to do a takeout order, and you're getting your food in a decent amount of time. You don't want that to happen? You just want to say fuck Keith Lee, hope his platform gets removed, and you can go continue eating fucking oxtail ramen? Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Keith Lee don't do nothing but eat his food, bless his people, mind his business. That's all he do. And zoom in outrageously on his nose and eyeballs. That's all that man does. Now, I'm scared because of he's getting so much pushback and feedback and he's getting so much exposure that somebody's going to come out and say something because this man used to be a former MMA fighter and this man used to be poor. He used to be broke. He used to have to make ends meet with his wife. And so they already tried to do that with Ronnie and Keith's love story. They felt like he forced her hand and all of that. And he got above that. He spoke on that and got above that. But now, again, because he's where he is right now, I'm scared they're going to say something else. It's baffling. That's number one. So let me get that out the way. Sorry. I just have to talk my shit. I do. And that's not on that. Number two is Delusion. Let's get to it. I was gonna put on a wig, but I didn't wanna. But you know, baby steps. So there is a guy that I met on. No, I'm capping. I met him on Plenty of Fish back in the day. It was either Plenty of Fish or Soul Swipe when I was in Denton. And if you don't know, I went to school out in Denton, Texas. And so he just got out of the military at the time, and he was cool. Like, I don't remember all the details. I just remember he was cool. He was just like pressing me, and when you press me too much, I automatically view you as a lame nigga. I just be like, you doing a lot. You should have enough bitches out here to where you don't need to be pressing me, you know. Now, this is, you know, specific to the individual, because when you feeling somebody the same way they feeling you, it's not pressing. You matching that energy right back. So obviously I wasn't feeling him the way he was feeling me. And then also, he was just looking to have sex, and I wasn't looking to have sex. There was no need for me to. So, you know, I didn't necessarily ghost him. It was just the communication fell flat. And then I moved to an apartment in Denton, and I was either walking to get my mail, or I was walking to my car, and I saw him. Y'all, the way I turned the fuck around and ran back to my apartment, and he texted me and was like, I think I saw you. Do you live at so-and-so? And I was like, God damn it. I said, yeah, I do. And so he tried. That whole year I was there, he tried to get at me. And I still was ducking and dodging. So that was what? 2015, 2016? So about 8 years ago. So, now mind you, he's aesthetically pleasing to me. He looks good. Dark-skinned, husky, you know, average height, very attractive to me. But I wasn't really feeling his personality. So, fast forward a couple of years, I meet a girl. And I really like this girl. To this day, I like her. And we vibed. I think we met off of a group chat. Yes, we met off a group chat. Group me, man, oh man. And it was a plus size group chat. And then there were several plus size group chats. He was in one of them. He was in a few of them. And I found out that they were dating. I said, oh my gosh, I was so relieved. I said, bet he don't gotta worry about me at all. And me and this girl got close to the point where like, and she loves to cook. You tell me you love to cook, I'm be right there. Okay. So she invited me to her crib and she was cooking, throwing down. And as I was waiting to get my plate, I mean, I'm talking about mouth was salivating. This man comes in. We don't say a damn thing to each other. I don't say a damn thing to him. He doesn't say a damn thing to me. She introduces both of us. I say, hey. He say, hey. That was it. I eat my food. He get his food to go and he dip. Don't hear nothing from him. Then, fast forward a couple years, again, I don't follow him on Twitter or social media, but I don't know how. But we did start following each other. And so when we followed each other, he kept trying to get at me. And this time I was receptive. Because he got even better with age in terms of looks. And also, I was at a point where I just got out of a situation and I needed a physical release. So I was cool. I don't think we exchanged numbers because I don't have his number. Until the girl I'm talking about, she's a friend now. I legit call her a friend. We link up. And she's telling me, because I asked her about him. She's telling me some crazy shit that I wish I'd never heard in my life because I low-key wanted to get at him. And she was saying, you know, it's cool if you want to. It's cool if you want to because I know he wanted to, da-da-da-da. I said, oh, no, you got it, shorty. You don't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. However, this is where the delusion comes in. She told me some crazy shit. And I told him, I was like, bro, you need to stop trying to get at me because we're not going to do anything. You know, the most we can do is be mutuals on social media, but in terms of like linking up and you doing anything with me, it's not going to happen. And he was like, why? I said, nigga, you know why. You already know why. I'm friends with your ex, and from what your ex was telling me, I don't need to see anything about that. Backwards, I went to go see, or I linked up with somebody else. I linked up with another friend of mine. Well, she's not really a friend. She's really just an associate. We went to Haywire one night, and she is a transplant, so she's not from Dallas. I think she's from Austin or something like that. And so when she got to Dallas, she was hoeing, which I fully encourage. Like, you know, you're just finding your feet. These are new niggas. Like, you know, hoe a little bit. And she started naming them. And so she said that nigga name. And I said, ugh. And so she was like, the best thing she ever had in her life. It got a little curve to it. I said, oh my word. You know? And so I kind of was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's a little enticing. Until I got more news about his ain't shitness. And I said, oh, well, you know, I don't even want that vibe in my house. I don't even want that vibe close by me. So then he followed me on Instagram. This is recent. This is this year. He followed me on Instagram. And usually we just follow each other on Twitter. So, you know, Twitter's not all about pictures. But now I'm seeing him on my feed often. And he's seeing me on his feed often. And so I had the craziest dream last night. Man. So UNT homecoming was this past weekend. And I was going to go, but then the weather, and I wasn't going to go. So, in the dream, there's this place called Public House. And so I was in Public House, and I was drinking, and I feel like eyes on me. And I'm just like, what is this? I'm feeling it. I look back, there's nothing there. So I'm like, okay, I'm still drinking. And now I'm feeling it. I'm feeling, you know, whenever I'm drunk, I get a little bit of heartburn. And then after the heartburn, oh my dear, it's on and popping. I start to get warm. And I feel the eyes again. I'm like, what is that? And so I turn to my right and I turn to my left, I don't see nobody, but I get a little spooked. So I pay my tab and I leave out the back way. And as I leave out the back way, I hear like footsteps echoing my own, and I'm like, okay, I know you ain't that motherfucker drunk. Okay, you know, it's UNT weekend, you lit, but I know you ain't that motherfucker drunk. And so I turn around real quick. I don't see nobody. And so like my click clacks start getting quicker, and I don't make it to my car because I don't want whoever I think is following me to know what kind of car I'm driving. So I'm trying to make it to Lucky Lou's, which is another bar across the way. And I don't stumble, but like I get into like fight mode. I'm like, bro, like who the fuck? Who, you know what I'm saying? So I turn around, and when I turn around, the person that obviously was following me like takes my neck or what's remaining and like pushes me against the wall, and it happens to be the guy. And so initially, you know, I'm a big bitch, so I try to like, but he has me strong-holded. And so I see who it is. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? And he was like, it's good to finally see you in person again. And I was like, not really, because ain't nothing finna happen right now. You need to let me go. And he was like, no, I'm not letting you go this time. And the way he said it, you know, all I heard was meow, meow, meow. And I was like, oh, no. I was like, look, we've already established nothing is going to happen. So I suggest you just leave me alone, put me down, and let me walk to my car. He's like, no, I don't know when I'm going to see you again. I don't know when I'm going to have you alone. So I need to do what I need to do right now. I said, nigga, that sounds like a threat. What do you need to do? Takes me in his arms and just kisses me. I'm talking about, it's so ravishing. Like, I could feel like my mouth is open. Like, he's just inhaling me. And it was the kiss that kind of like steals your soul a little bit, just makes you breathless and heady. And I was like, oh my. And so, you know, without warning, I'm kissing him back. And it's just like passionate and like forbidden. And it's like, in between the kisses, it's like, no, I shouldn't be doing this. And then he grabs a titty and then like yanks it out of the bra. And then like now he's moving from your mouth to your titty to your mouth to your titty to your mouth. And you're like, no. And then he releases the other titty from the other side. And he's now doing all three. He's doing one titty, two titty, mouth, two titty, one titty, mouth, 1, 2, 2, 1, mouth. And it's just like, you're losing it. And like, you know, when you losing it, you start, you know, going with the flow. So you like grabbing his dick hard as shit. You feeling it. It's like really, really thick. And you like, oh my gosh, how would that feel? And then you're like losing your thought process. You're losing the things that are supposed to make you grounded. And all you're seeing now is like spice and red and lust and arms and mouth and pleasure and sin. And then I was just like, ugh. And I like unlocked lips. I said, I can't do this. And I'm trying to put my sandbags into their secured places. And he's like, you felt that? You felt that. And you've been trying to deny it for years. You felt that. I'm like, no means no. But in my head, I'm like, do it again. And he's like, you're telling me no, but your body is telling me yes. And he pushes me back and I'm like, no. I move his arm. I'm like, no. You have to understand my loyalty. And he was like, the only loyalty you have is the loyalty to yourself and what you want. What do you want right now? And I'm stuttering. I'm like, He said, what do you want? I said, he said, say it. And I said, you. And then I woke up. So there's that.
Very seldom do hang out with you. Life got good on me, filled with gratitude. very seldom do. Hey girl, we I've got good Hello guys, hello ladies, hello everybody in the room. Hello. Hi, it's your girl Young Roots. Today is Tuesday, October 31st. Today's Halloween. Woo, woo. And is it woo, woo? Should I say boo, boo? Boo. Two things. I also wanted to go back to what I was talking about regarding Keith Lee and stating the crab mentality within our community is etched so deep, because another conversation that was brought up was that Keith Lee is talking about he doesn't want to be treated like a celebrity, but he is a celebrity, so he should take celebrity treatment, and doubling down and stating that if I went in and there was an hour and a half wait and then they told me that I could get my seat in 5 minutes because I'm a celebrity, I'm gonna take it every time. That just goes to show how selfish the community is. When our moms and dads were growing up, community was all they had. But now, you'll stomp on the next nigga just because you can get a $5 a table at Old Lady Gang for some French toast and oxtails? That's unbelievable to me. And the thing that people were saying was that Keith Lee is a regular person. So, I mean, he's not a regular person anymore, but Keith Lee is for the regular people. So he wants to be treated as if he was a regular person, because we're not celebrities. So when we go in, this is exactly how we will be treated. So it's a reflection of him. But no. People love crab mentality. If it ain't me, well, it can't be you, because it ain't me. So there will be none of us. I'd rather it none of us than one of us. That's insane. Number two, I just started watching Gen V, which is like a sequel. Not really a sequel, but like an in-between for The Boys. If you haven't watched The Boys and you like superhero and you like gore and violence, I suggest you watch it. It's one of my favorite shows. But I just started watching Gen V, and holy, this show is so insane. It is so insane. Like, it literally puts shivers in me timbers. If you just watch it, I can't even explain to you what it is, because if I explain it to you, you're gonna be like, Ruko, what? Because I'm like, Ruko, what? I mean, the first y'all, I'm gonna just give you a little bit of the first episode. Of course, it's a whole bunch of biracials in the bitch, but a beautiful girl and a beautiful daughter. It's a flashback of an older sister and a younger sister, and two parents. And the older sister, she hits puberty, so she's like 12. And so her stomach starts to hurt, and she's like, ooh. And her mom, she sees that. She's like, are you okay, baby? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, do you want me to get you some Pepto? She's like, no, I'm fine. I'm just going to go to the restroom for a little bit. So she goes to the restroom, and she sits down on the toilet to pee, and then she puts 2 fingers on her punani, and she pulls it out, and she sees blood. And so she, she's like, oh my gosh. And so her mom, as moms do, she followed her upstairs to the bathroom. She knocked on the door, and she was like, baby, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. But her mom, she's thinking, okay, my daughter, she's just hit puberty, so she's obviously getting her period. So the mom is like smiling behind the door, like she'll ask me for help when she wants me to help. And so the next thing you hear is like a clatter. The girl falls off her she falls off the toilet because the blood coagulates, and it turns into like a weapon that she can harness to move around. And it goes off of her emotion. So her mom heard the clatter from behind the door, so she like uses her elbow to open the door up. And so when she uses the elbow to open the door up, the blood that's turned into a weapon goes off of her fear. So she's like, and her shock, because her mom just busts through the door. So her mom busts through the door, and she's like, ah! And so the blood turns into a sharp, like icicle knife thing, and stabs her mom in the neck. So her mom's freaking leaking. Mind you, this is period blood. So her mom is freaking leaking, and her dad hears it, so he's running up the stairs, and he's like, he's shook, because he's like, there's so much blood. He's like, what's going on? What's happening? And again, her powers come from blood, and so her mom is leaking, so that's more blood that she can use. And he keeps on yelling. He's like, how the hell did this happen? Tell me, tell me. And then when he says tell me, and she's just like shook, she doesn't know what's going on, the blood in the entire bathroom turns into needles and just shoots through the dad's head, like 4 of them, and you see it. How do you get your period and kill your parents at the same time? Do you know how traumatizing that is? That's Oops. That is so traumatizing. I was like, when it happened, I had to pause the show. I said, mind you, this was in like the first 7 minutes of the show. I said, okay. Now I've watched The Boys, and The Boys is similar in its terms, in terms of like gruesomeness. But, you know, you still never know what to expect. And by golly gee whiz. You know what I'm saying? My goodness. So it's on Amazon Prime if you want to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, please. It's your prerogative. But another thing is that, as y'all know, my big brother is getting married in February. And, you know, one thing that I like to do is do things slowly. So I am on my way to some tailor that I found on Instagram to get my measurements done, because we are going to be using my sister-in-law's tailor in Nigeria. So she needs 2 things. She needs the measurements for my body, and then she needs styles. She needs to find styles. So I'm headed to Grand Prairie right now to get my measurements done, and we'll go from there. But also, this is the last day technically of Vlogtober. However, because I'm already in it, I think I'm gonna vlog for the rest of the week, and then y'all know me, I might take a quick break. But I do want to kind of still vlog, but it's just like, I was feeling so weird yesterday, and I think it's just because I'm exhausted, because I'm vlogging, but I'm not really seeing nobody. It's so weird. And so I feel like, you know, I've exhausted a meter that I didn't even know I had. I just felt really groggy, and I didn't know what to do. Honestly, I should have just taken a walk. No Jill Scott. But I feel a little better now, so we'll see. Just finish this week out strong. Vlogtober ain't over until I say it's over for me. And, you know, we keep it pushing. We keep it rocking. We keep it going. We keep it flowing, and we keep it flowing. And then we going. And then we get out, and then we keep on going. It's cold in Dallas. It's so cold. It's cold out here. So, yeah, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna miss having a vlog daily. And then, I don't know if I'm doing, I don't know if I'm doing Vlogmas, because if I do Vlogmas, I gotta, oh my God, I don't know if I can do it. IDK, baby. IDK, I don't know. I don't know, but we'll see, because this week I plan on decorating my tree. It's November, baby. As soon as November hit, Ruka hit that tree, boy. So, and then I saw there was a billboard for like a decorations warehouse in Arlington. Ruka's gonna go see if I can get some like cool little ornaments. If not, of course, at home in Hobby Lobby, they're the best place for me to kind of get like cute ornaments, like cute ones. I mean, Walmart, you can get cute ones, but like cute ones, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway. Very seldom do. So your girl is coming to Cookie Society. Damn, fuck me, huh?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, good. What can I get you?
May I have a 6-pack, please?
Of course.
Frosted oatmeal,
Okay.
cookies and cream. No need to ask. She's a smooth operator. Smooth. Are you stupid? Smooth
Operator. Smooth operator. And y'all saw I demolished them cookies that I got from Cookie Society. So we went again and we got some more. And a six pack of cookies is $24 including tax, like $23.87. I got the receipt, don't let me cap. I thought I had the receipt. Yeah. Six pack is $22 with tax is $23.82. So $24. And ooh, these cookies look good. So initially when we went the first time, we wanted the Twix cookies, but they sold out of those. So that is the one I'll be eating right now because I've tasted the other ones. And I like the other ones. So, oh, this cookie looks crazy. It looks like two cookies on top of one. You see that? It's weird, but we're gonna eat it. This is the Twix cookie. It doesn't look appetizing, but I heard it was really good. It's all right. It's cool. I'm kind of disappointed, but I don't feel like I missed out on anything with that. It's a good cookie, though. I think my favorite, though, is the frosted oatmeal. It just tastes like an elevated oatmeal cookie. Cookies and cream, and then salted caramel. This one gotta be my favorite. It's so good. What's really good? What's really good? What's really good? What's really good? It's your girl, Young Ruger. It's your girl, Young Ruger. It's your girl, Young Ruger. It is November 2nd. First off, it's one of my friend's birthdays. Happy birthday, Valentine. Secondly, it's literally exactly 1 month until my 31st birthday. Now, as you all know, I have been in a bitch foul mood talking about my birthday and where I want to be in comparison as the thief of joy and fuck my friends and I'm alone in this cold, cruel world and blah, 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 blah. But honestly, you know, I think I was watching Chelsea's vlog last week and it really resonated with me because we are 11 months into 2023. 2024 is literally next month. And who promised us we would be here? Who promised us that we would still be here? No one. Every day that we get to live is a blessing within itself. And it's just really about turning my mindset around. It's just hard because we get back into those dark places. And, you know, as somebody who's, you know, alone, the thoughts fester. Regardless of how content or how happy I am. And if that's a cop, what does he want? Oh no, he turned a bit. But yeah, I am really, in all honesty, I'm very, very blessed to see my birthday, to see 31 years, you know, not a lot of, I know people who haven't made it to 30, let alone 31. And so I'm internally grateful to have this blessing in this year for sure. And I also wanted to come on here and state that, you know, as transparent as I am, as a 9-to-5 girly, you know, kind of still living check to check while also indulging in some of her paying for fantasies. I have a lot of choppers who show me love, in more ways than just sharing, commenting, and liking my videos. You know, they feel obligated, but some of my choppers are giving. They're giving people. They want to see me happy. They want to make me happy. And this is one of the few times the thought counts. You know, people are asking me for my
Cash App, and I'll give it to you. That's not a problem. I'll give you my P.O. box. I'll give you these things. But, you know, I'm hesitant to do so because who am I to be given anything that you've earned? Your hard-earned things. Why would you give it to me? You know, I understand that I do come on this platform and I'm a head ass, you know, as serious as I am or as lighthearted as I am, I'm always going to be me. You know, y'all tell me all the time, raw, authenticity, you know, this, that, and the third. So I feel like I'm going to do this anyway. So there's no need for you to feel like you have to give me anything or bless me with anything. I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful to be curating a community that's safe for me. And I have been blessed with really, really good friends. One of my, I want to low-key call her the love of my life, but you know, we both like dick. But she already, before November 1st even hit, she gave me the best. She gave me one of the things I wanted most for my birthday. And again, that was before November 1st even hit. And so I would be remiss to kind of like make you all feel like you need to do anything for me, you know? With that being said, no, I'm just joking. I've been saying that I'm gonna get a P.O. box, but a P.O. box costs money. And, you know, crazy, I know. I want to get my registration done before I go home for Thanksgiving. I just don't want to pay. I don't want to fucking pay it. I just feel like I shouldn't have to. It should be free. I'm already paying a car note. I'm already paying insurance. I already have to pay for car problems. Why do I also have to pay to get this whole register, bro? It's just ridiculous, bro. And they know it's ridiculous. That's why they made registration unnecessary. But that whole don't start until 2025. I be sounding like that one girl from Big Mouth. I forget her name, but if I do find out, I'm gonna put it on here. But yeah. I'm excited for my birthday. I'm not really doing anything, as y'all know. I'm just doing just a basic game night. But, you know, if you want to give, because somebody else was asking about an Amazon wish list. If you want to give me things, the Amazon wish list will be in the description box. Y'all don't be reading the description box hard enough for me. Y'all don't be reading that thing hard enough for me because somebody was like, oh, I didn't know you had an Instagram. How you ain't know that? My Instagram has been in my description box since the beginning of my time on here. What you mean? What you talking about? But yeah, read the description box for me, player. Do that for me. And if you feel, if the spirit moves you, under no obligation, feel free. I think the best gift that anybody can give anybody, especially in this day and age, is some gift cards. Starbucks. That would be flames. Starbucks would be flames. Bath and Body Works for the wallflowers would be flames. Target gift card would be flames. Neiman, the Scent Room gift card, that would be flames because I really want to get some perfume from there. Sephora and Ulta, those would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to do like some handmade shit, like if you want to make me a handmade beanie, that'd be cute as fuck. Or some handmade gloves, or a handmade robe, or a handmade towel, like crocheted or some shit. I don't know what you handmade DIY bitches do. Y'all creative ass bitches. I don't know what y'all do, but if y'all want to do it for me, y'all can do that. Anything that's free and from the heart, bring that over here. But not no food. Not no food, because you can't trust everybody's kitchen. I know food, you know, respectfully. But I really do appreciate those who reach out to me and tell me, hey, somebody even reminded me, they said, hey, your birthday's in 30 days. I said, you know what, you darn tootin'. I appreciate my choppers. Like, you know, I do speak on the negativity, but I need to speak on the positivity more. Like, y'all just love me. Y'all just love me. Ooh, make me feel warm.
Not y'all making me giggle. I'm still giggling. Ooh. Oh, snap.
This thing is so annoying. Like, why don't you just stay where you are? Good morning, y'all. It is Friday, November 3rd. It's Friday, November 3rd, and I wanted to come on here for two reasons. The first reason is that I'll insert the clip or the video, but it's of a woman who just speaks about her wanting love. She wants to be somebody. It's hard out here. Why isn't she deserving of love? She may not be pretty to everybody, but she's pretty to herself. To the point where she's like, why is she still living?
I'm so fucking tired of being alone. I'm so tired of trying to find love on him. I mean, damn. I may not be pretty to somebody, but goddamn, I'm pretty to me. I'm so tired of being alone. I'm tired of this bullshit. I don't understand why the fuck am I still living. I just want to be somebody girlfriend, somebody wife, somebody something. I deserve to fucking be happy too. Why the fuck can't I be happy? I'm tired.
And if you've been with Chopped and Rooks as long as this hoe existed, you already know this hit home for me because it sounds just like me. It sounds just like me. And whenever I resonate with somebody, I don't even see them anymore. I just see myself speaking their words. And, it's just triggering because I'm surrounded by people who make falling in love or connecting or getting married easy. People are naturally attracted to them. They can be around people to the point where, they can live together or, people like them more than just the physical or just the fetish or just to not out of boredom or convenience. And I don't think it's talked about enough. I've been very, very transparent with, my relationships or lack thereof and how they've never proceeded past a situationship. And, usually that's okay for like 18-year-olds, 21-year-olds, even 25-year-olds. But as you grow older into that 30-40 spectrum and never have had any type of relationship resume, it kind of brings it back to you. Like, what are you lacking? What don't people like about you? Why are you not worthy of love? Why are you not deserving of love? Why can't you find love? Why can't love find you? And seeing that video again, it just took me back because, I don't think people, like women, are comfortable in their truths. It's embarrassing. People don't hesitate to tell me, "Oh, you don't have kids, so you'll never understand, or you won't understand. Oh, you've never been in a relationship, so you'll never understand." And statements like that hurt because one, bitch, and two, you're right. It's true. I feel like whenever I'm the most offensive because something that was said hit me too hard, and I don't like it. And people use the fact that you've never been in a relationship or the fact that nobody has really liked you as an insult. And I just, I wanted to be transparent that although we see like in media, and we see in our friends, and we see in our parents, and we see in older people how love has found them, how they've been connected, how it looks easy. It looks like everybody will be granted that opportunity to be loved and to feel love. I've yet to see it. And I don't want it to be like quote unquote normal, but I want it to be said. Like, I don't want somebody to be living in the dark because they feel as though them not having a relationship is taboo, or they should be embarrassed because nobody quote unquote wants them. And another thing that came from the video is that people would comment underneath stating, "Oh, you need to love yourself first. Relationships come from loving yourself within." Who said that she didn't love herself? She even said, although I may not be pretty to everybody, I'm pretty to me. I like me. And I think that's just like a kind of like a distraction to the point that she's making. Like, she wants to be somebody something, and you're telling her, oh, love yourself first. That's like a brush off. And I hate stuff like that. For me, it's like when I come to you with an issue and then you take it upon yourself to tell me about the issues you have with me that very same time. No, that's manipulative. No. You're deflecting. It's a deflection, and it's annoying. Listen to what people are saying. She took it upon herself to not only be transparent, but to be vulnerable and raw. And y'all know I have a soft spot for that because I, too, am vulnerable and raw with a lot of experiences that I have in my life. And, you know, as scary as it is, I'm just grateful that even though I've not yet felt romantic love, I've been blessed to have sibling love, family love, and friendship love. Now, I want to experience love. Y'all know me. I'm a hopeless, helpless romantic. I read it in books. I see it online. I see it on TV. I see it in real life. I want to experience that. I want the marriage. I want to have a house with someone, things like that. And I also want to have a community that isn't embarrassed to say that they want love and have yet to experience it. You know what I'm saying? Second thing, I just watched Cobra. Cobra is the new song released by Megan Thee Stallion. That song is sad. And I like the song. I like the song a lot. I love the visual more, but that's because I think Megan Thee Stallion's face and body are made by God, handcrafted actually. She looks so good, but I don't have a problem. It's just the visuals and the song don't equate. They don't equate because, I mean, she could have really went insane. You know what I'm saying? She could have really, left this earth by choice. And I'm so glad she had the strength to stay because, the past, 2-3 years, especially, this is not including the dispute with 1501 and both her parents passing away. This is not even including that. I'm talking about purely the case that she had with the Canadian leprechaun. And you're constantly being scrutinized. People in your comments constantly saying that you need to die. Death threats through the roof. People telling you you're ugly. Everybody's using you as a topic of discussion. Everybody's trying to get paid off you because you're a hot topic, a hot commodity. And you can't say too much unless you'll be in trouble. You can't be too vulnerable. People will be like, you want people to have pity on you. And as a celebrity, there's not many ways you can go. You could go drinking, you can go drugs, you could go, sue. And then, you can be quiet. You could be as silent as possible. Try the best to ignore and block out the hate and the animosity and the disgust that people are sending your way. You could just hope to come out better than that on the other side. And I think because she used Cobra and the analogy or the, what is it called? Symbolism of a snake shedding its skin to remove the past and come out anew. I think that was great. She stated that she you know, was the creative director with this video. And again, she looked absolutely marvelous. But, again, the lyrics were sad, you know, and it's not the first time people with money have said things like, you know, people would die to be in my spot. Meanwhile, I'm trying not to die myself. And, you know, she misses her parents. She speaks on anxiety. She speaks on suicidal ideation. It's just, she speaks on her drinking. She speaks on finding someone we are all assuming is Partisan Fontaine, cheating in the same bed that she sleeps in. And, you know, that's a lot for one person to take in. And then, obviously, being overly sexualized as a woman. Like, stop rapping. Just do OnlyFans. I can't imagine what she's going through. I can't imagine what she's been through. I can't imagine how she's taking it. But, you know, as an artist, your creative space is your art. So I do respect and appreciate her putting this out. If you haven't seen it, please watch Cobra by Megan Thee Stallion. I need to listen to this song without the visuals because I cannot lie. I was distracted. She looks really good. She looks really, really good. But, yeah, watch the, I'm a very loud supporter of Megan Thee Stallion. Again, I think I have a video when I first started about how much I love Megan Thee Stallion. I am an honorary pony. I am not a stally. Because I ain't got no back, flat back. I'm not going to lie to y'all. If I had the option, if somebody was like, Ruka, we can transfer some fat on your body, like a little bit of them cinnamon rolls you got in the back of you. We can transfer some of that and we can put it in your flat ass back. Would I say no? Would I? Because I know a lot of people are against plastic surgery. People use plastic surgery as an insult too. I'm not going to talk to nobody who got a botched BBL. Bitch, you have to go under the knife to look good. Da da da. I don't give a fuck. If I look good, everything that anybody say is automatic hate. I cannot listen to that. You a hating ass out. So, if the opportunity arose, would Ruka arose as well and get some shit on her ass? I don't know. I think the answer might be yes. I'm gonna need me a Chanel and Prada bag first, but yeah, I think the answer might be yes because looking at this body. Now, comparison is a thief of joy, and, you know, although there's things that I would fix, I'm not entirely too mad because I feel like, for the most part, the ones that hate on me, like, if they don't have a nigga, I could fuck their daddy, and if they do have a nigga, I could fuck their nigga. Now, that is not in any way a compliment to myself. Like, you think just because you fuck a nigga, I just know. From a petty standpoint, from a revengeful standpoint, that's gonna make me feel good. Like, don't talk to me. I fucked your nigga. How your daddy doing? Last time you seen him, did you text me on his list? Like, I'm just a spiteful person like that. But also, I don't give too much of a fuck. You feel me? It's like either or. And I'm also very sensitive. I'm a what is it? Anomaly. I'm a walking conundrum. An oxymoron. I don't know what these words mean, but anyway. This hair looks so good. Come on, Rooks. Come on. This that bio oil. Looks good though. Oh, y'all not minding your business? I'm minding mine. It's cute in here. How you doing? Good.
Monroe, or sorry, Austin based. But so the way you come in, everything's going to be open seating wherever you want to sit. And then there's two ways to order, whether it's from your phone at your table or up here. The only thing about that is if you order up here, we gotta know what table number you're at, and then I'm trying not to talk too much. Besides that, we got some service stations for waters and stuff, and everything else is all good.
Okay, cool. I 2 people.
2 people? I got you.
Absolutely. Thank you. You're jamming out.
What's really good, y'all? It's your girl, Young Brooks, and I'm back in the motherfucking building. I don't think I talked to y'all since the morning when I was talking about Cobra and finding love. But yeah, so I just a little recap. I worked just a little, teased just a little. I worked a bit. Then I met my friend. I went to go run errands. And then I went to FedEx, and it said on the thingy-mabobber, it said, because I missed my package, so they put a door tag on my shit. And then when I went to FedEx, the tracking number, when I looked at it online, it said after 2:30 p.m. you could come pick your package up at this facility. So I went to the facility. I was like, "Fuck it, you don't have to do it again. I could just come get it." And he talking about it's not there. And then when I refreshed the page again, it said your package is at our facility. And I was like, it says it's at the facility. That nigga just didn't look. You know how motherfuckers be like, oh yeah, I'm finna go look, like when you at Foot Locker or something, and then they don't really go, they just check their phone, then they come out and be like, no, we don't have it. That's what I feel like he did. He just went out there, he just ate some Chipotle and then said, oh, we don't have it. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. But then me and my friend, we met up at Laurel, and it was cool. So Laurel is an Asian smokehouse. And they have a really cool happy hour. Like, you could get a lot of good stuff for cheap. Well, affordable. Okay, let me just say that. And so, it was all right, though. The food was just all right. The drinks were really good, though. And I think for happy hour, that's really why you're there. But the drink, they weren't strong, but they just were tasty. I got like a mango. I don't know if I got any footage, but I got like a mango sake slushy. And then like a spritz, and it was really good. And then for the food, I got chicken karage, which is just like fried chicken bits. We got a smoked chicken sandwich. That was the best thing that we ate. And then we had smoked wings. Those were really good. And then they had a salmon dip. It was not good. I think that was everything that we got. Yeah, and then we just got drinks. But yeah, it was a cool little vibe. I ended up talking to her for fucking 4 hours, but I rock with her. I don't get to talk to her every day. But when I do, it's always a vibe. And so we was talking for a long time. I got there at like 4. We didn't leave till 8. And then I went to the Cookie Society yet again, because them frosted oatmeal have a choke on me. And then I'm here now. My brother's in town, so hopefully I get to see him. If not today, then tomorrow for sure. And then, yeah, I'm about to take this wig off. So I just been using the Even spray. And because it's colder outside and I'm not sweating as much, it's been sticking. So that's good. You know, and the curl pattern looks really good. So I'm with that too. This is from Kendra's Boutique. This is their Deep Wave. It looked better on camera. Don't let it fool you. Okay? But yeah, it looks, I didn't do anything to it because I've already put so much product in it. So I just glued it to my head and went. But yeah, it looked way better on camera. I'm playing with it. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Ooh, wee!